It doesn't matter if it was a 3-year relationship or a 3-week crush. Sometimes a person just gets stuck. You try to focus on work, they're there. You try to sleep, they're there. It feels like your brain has been hijacked. Most people tell you it's just because you care too much, but psychology says something different. Your brain isn't being romantic, it's being stubborn. Today, we're looking at the 4 psychological reasons why your mind refuses to hit delete, and the science of how to finally get your headspace back. First up, the gambling effect. If someone is consistently kind to you, your brain eventually plateaus. But if someone is hot and cold, if they text you back one day and ignore you the next, your brain goes into overdrive. This is called intermittent reinforcement. It's the same psychological trick that makes slot machines so addictive. Because the reward, their attention, is unpredictable, your brain stays in a constant state of high alert craving. You aren't thinking about them because they're the one. You're thinking about them because your brain is waiting for the next dopamine hit. Reason number 2 is a cognitive bias called the Zeigarnik effect. In the 1920s, psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik noticed that waiters remembered orders that were still in progress better than orders that were finished. Our brains are hardwired to remember incomplete tasks more vividly than completed ones. If a relationship ended without closure, or if there are things you wish you'd said, your brain treats that person like an open tab on a computer. It keeps the file active because it's trying to find a resolution that isn't there. You're not obsessed with the person, you're obsessed with the ending. Then there's limerence. This is a term coined by psychologist Dorothy Tennov to describe an involuntary state of intense desire. Limerence is different from love because it's based on uncertainty and idealization. When you're in this state, you aren't actually thinking about the real person, the one who leaves dirty dishes or has annoying habits. You're thinking about a curated, perfect version of them. Your brain is essentially writing fan fiction about your own life, and it's a lot harder to stop thinking about a fictional character than a real, flawed human being. Finally, we have to look at the biology of rejection. Studies using fMRI scans show that when we think about someone who has rejected us, it activates the anterior cingulate cortex. This is the exact same part of the brain that processes physical pain. To your brain, a broken heart isn't just a metaphor, it's a physical injury. And just like your brain wouldn't let you forget about a broken leg, it won't let you forget about the person it associates with that emotional wound. It keeps bringing them up as a survival mechanism, trying to figure out how to avoid that pain in the future. So, how do you close the tab? First, stop the investigation. Every time you check their Instagram, you are manually restarting the dopamine loop. You have to go cold turkey to let the receptors reset. Second, externalize the why. Write down every annoying thing they ever did. When your brain tries to show you the limerence version of them, read that list to force it back to reality. Third, create a new, complete narrative. Since you might never get closure from them, you have to write it yourself. Decide that the unfinished task is over, simply because you say it is. The human brain is a powerful tool, but sometimes it's a bit too efficient for its own good. You aren't weak for thinking about them. You're just biological. If this video helped you understand your own mind a little better, give it a thumbs up. And I want to hear from you. Which of these 4 facts hit the closest to home? Subscribe for more deep dives into psychology, and I'll see you in the next one.